hope it's pretty close to what we need. I may have to do a few more, but we'll see. I did not calculate, so.
You didn't calculate?
No, I didn't calculate. I just went with what I felt. Last time, we finished installing the appliances in the kitchen, the countertops, and moved everything out of the RV and into its permanent homes, including all of these spices. It was a full team effort with my entire family pitching in when we needed an extra set of hands. We also finished the last of the vinyl planking on the stage, just in time for my brother's arrival and a series of family dinners. Which brings us to this week. Hey guys, so I realized at the end of the last video that we talked about like finishing the kitchen, but we never really like showed off the almost finished kitchen. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna give you a little mini tour. It is not 100% done. As you'll see, behind us, for example, we have not done the backsplash yet, but other than that, pretty much everything's done. And I think what you didn't see last time that someone pointed out, which was really funny, because I'm like, wow, you guys are looking really into this video. The doors are now all aligned, everything's spaced appropriately.
Someone pointed out that it wasn't?
Yeah, because it hadn't been done by that
Oh, yeah, no. That's
Don't
so
worry.
funny. No.
They were like, and I'm like, no, it's not gonna stay like that.
No.
Definitely not.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so everything's all aligned and everything closes and hits the right way, so. And the other thing you'll notice is this door is not shut.
Yeah.
And that's because, funny story, Brian installed all the little pull knobs that I ordered and then realized that I miscounted. We're like missing a whole bunch. So that's okay. They are ordered. What we're gonna do is move these ones up there. I'm gonna get some new ones that are just a little more visible here.
We left it open because we're using stuff in there.
Yeah.
And with all the panels on, it's very difficult to open without it.
It's pretty much impossible.
A handle.
I'll just kind of like preview with making sure it doesn't close all the way.
But you won't see anything. It's like, basically, we have all the cabinets from the IKEA. This countertop was a pre-fabricated one we got from Floor & Decor, and we just made it work. It's kind of made, it looks like it's designed more to be like a cabinet butted against like the wall. A counter, yeah, on a countertop. So we made it to the island, and then we're like, well, now I'd like to have a space to sit. So it's not a bar height, it's counter height, and I just got a butcher block, mounted it on the other side. That was the biggest headache for me because I kind of just made it all up, you know.
Brian's still gonna do a couple coats of poly on here to get this really finished up. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we got sealant here, sealant around the sink a little better, sealant this.
Yep.
Backsplashing.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna start with backsplash.
Yeah, we're gonna start with backsplash. So we didn't do the backsplash. Basically, I set my mother-in-law up for failure and didn't have anything back for her to mount the backsplash on correctly. So with that being said, you ready?
Ready.
The grout's cool too.
Correct.
Hopefully, they should look really good in here. Yeah.
All right, let's show off this tile. Whoa, bam!
It's a mosaic. It's a marble mosaic green.
Kind of the same tone of green, but not as dark as the cabinet, so we think it'll look really good once it's installed. We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Just making a plan.
I put all these outlets here.
Oh no, we did do that.
tastes like
Is it really?
No. It's delicious. This weekend was weird because it felt like what I would consider what I expect a normal weekend to be, or what I would have considered a normal weekend where we used to live, you know. Doing a little bit of housework, you know, not too hard, but not too crazy, you know, not too anyways, we didn't do nearly as much as we thought we would. We thought we were gonna hit it really hard and do a lot of tile. And then we did that tile. That's like the only tile we did, right?
Yep.
But we did get the closet, you know, it's workable.
So I'm calling this the most like fancy unfinished closet of all time because it is unfinished. Can you see the ceiling? It's not done, but we got this really nice light, and the floor is also not done. Kind of hard to tell, but you know, that's just the subfloor. But we went ahead and put this little rug in here, make it feel nice. We only primered the walls because we're gonna cover them eventually with like, I don't know, like walk-in closet inserts. Brian's got a whole idea for it. But for now, at least, we've got my side, Brian's side, his and hers, if you will. We've got a spot for our vacuum, which is great. And we're also calling it Jazz's safe room when there are thunderstorms. So it's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy, but hey, it's better than having your clothes in the RV.
It's not the final form. Actually, none of this is in the final form, so you're gonna see a lot of things that are just unfinished because they are, you know. That's just the way it's gonna be for a while. What are we doing today? We're gonna do some grout in here, clean this all up, sealant, and then we have room for our backsplash over here.
Morning dew.
Morning dew.
It's sparkly.
Oh yeah, the grout is a little sparkly. We were like, yeah, let's have some fun. Add a little flair in here.
Yeah. For posterity, I'd like to note that this almost perfectly matches in terms of like the color shade, the cabinets. We didn't bring a cabinet sample with us when we picked this out. That's all skill, baby. All skill.
I'll tell you what, friends, though. It's so crazy. Every day I wake up or even at night, like before bed, and it's just like we're here in this place. It doesn't feel real. It felt like a distant dream. Even as we're building it, and we see progress and doing stuff. I feel like I said this like last week.
You say it a lot.
I say it a lot, but like living inside of this freaking place is like so cool. Is awesome. Yeah. Even though we technically are not living in here.
We are technically not living in.
We don't live here. We just like, you know, just spend the night a few times.
It's Monday, so I'm going to work.
Chelsea's gonna go work. I'm going to finish my coffee and work. I think I'm gonna do it in that order though. I'm not gonna do it today.
Oh, I thought you had to mix it.
No.
Didn't even have to mix it, people. Look at it. There it is. I can't see anything. It's so good.
God.
It's green.
Yep. Well, only just begun. It's not a lot up there yet.
Good point. I should probably just put on time.
pretty good. Looks pretty good. Awesome. It's awesome. I mean, especially from far away, it looks it kind of blends in. You know, it's bright enough that the light. It doesn't seem like dark under here. I mean, there's light under here, obviously. But little cleanup spots here. We still have the little butcher block backsplash on this side that's gonna go up. And then this is basically done. Ready to rock and roll. Well, once everything dries. It's awesome.
When we picked out this tile, I knew it was kind of fancy, right? But seeing it up here, it looks like super high end. Like almost borderline too fancy for this kitchen. But not. But it almost. Also, my shirt is also the same color as everything. This is kind of weird. But then the sparkle grout, I feel like is one of those things some people would be like, yeah, that's kind of trendy or whatever. But I don't know. I think it's really fun. So I don't think I'll get tired of it.
I mean, we hadn't built any of this for anybody else except for us. So as long as we like it.
Yeah. Basically just the full bath and then the inside of the house is done. Mm-hmm. Done with air quotes.
A couple things I gotta fix around here and then stuff with the solar and then hopefully inspections.
Yes. Outside still needs siding, but
yeah,
that's the project for another day. So it's been all weekend, whitewashing and polying, so we have enough boards. I hope it's pretty close to what we need. I may have to do a few more, but we'll see. I did not calculate, so.
You didn't calculate?
No, I didn't calculate. I just went with what I felt. This felt like enough
I
boards.
said, hey, we should, before we do anything, let's calculate. And then,
I went with the vibes.
all right, we'll see how
We'll see how those vibes end up being at the end of the day when I'm either really short or have too many.
So from my glance at it, it seemed very short. And I just was like, okay, so that's her thing. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I'm wrong.
I only did as many as I could do that fit on the pallets on the ground too.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wasn't just vibes.
Well, that's why you presented it. Vibes.
Because vibes is more interesting than being like, I had a certain number of pallets and I put the boards on the pallets and then I did the boards. That's boring. Vibes!
Sure.
I've literally only built an entire house and have now decided not to get wood in my eyes. Ta-da!
Stuck up here's where I live now.
That was beyond not fun, but also it was like the fastest we've done any of these, so, you know.
That's the last one. Figure out a rhythm, you know?
Yeah. My commentary is that I am 1000% in love with this whitewash and this wall color. No regrets there.
Right.
Thank you. The pink in the whitewash is gonna grow on me. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't love it in the same way. Like this, I love. This is like perfect. And actually, I didn't tell you this yet, but I was thinking about it and I was like, we have basically done a version of this color in every house we've lived in together.
Oh yeah, really?
We pretty much painted our entire townhouse like this blue.
It was a little lighter.
In some areas it was lighter. This wall's getting the mural. We've talked about this before. This will be like one of the last things that go up just before we put in the vanity. So we didn't have to paint that. Wait, we're not done. We have one more thing we gotta do. How many boards did I overpaint? Do we remember how many are in the trailer?
There's probably like 10 more or something.
Ah, I thought I was closer.
I don't know, maybe it's 5. I don't know. I looked and I was like, hey, you Your gut feeling was right, whatever you
Vibes.
said. Your vibes.
I think my vibes were right, guys. Just thought maybe some of you guys were curious if I went over. You probably weren't. I'm just going to include this anyway.
Good job. Good morning, friends. Whew, finally the day has come to start the shower. I think we were hoping to start it like the week after Chelsea's family got here. And then reality hit. And it was like, yeah, I don't even know why we're pushing this hard. So anyways, technically I could probably put a shower head in there. You know, I mean, everything would work actually. I just did a flood test. It trained very well. This is the last major thing inside the house that we need to accomplish. It's probably the biggest thing I'm kind of nervous for. Not really because I don't think it's gonna work or anything. I definitely wanna do a good job, basically, you know. So I'm not prepared, but that's the theme of Line Up the Stars here. Just go for it. We're gonna be doing this. I'm figuring out the layout right now. And yeah, I don't know. Whatever, you know, just full send, let's go. I worked a little late last night, later than I wanted to, but I just like try to mix enough mortar for me to work for like an hour or so, and I made enough mortar for the whole day yesterday. So anyways, it's gonna look pretty good, I guess. So I can tell you, I've come to accept the fact that I'm gonna be tiling for a while. So it's gonna be a minute. Never done anything like this before. I had hopes that it would go faster than it's going to actually take, but you know, there's always hope. And then reality strikes in. It's like, no, just go and add. Just don't even worry about when it's done. Just do it. So I'm just trying to enjoy it.
If you'd like to support our documentation on how to live and build off-grid, like, subscribe, and become a Line Up the Stars member, either on Patreon or here on YouTube. Members get a weekly behind-the-scenes newsletter, first notifications about upcoming webinars, and the annual holiday card. Click the link in the description box below to join. We'll see you next week. So someone had asked in the comments, like, we're almost towards the end of the build. What are we going to do next? Great question. I'm not going to commit to anything, but I will say when we're done building, I know we're going to take a break, but there's a lot of ideas for videos that we had that are more informational. I know like people have very specific questions. They want to know how much something costs, would we recommend it or not. I think we're going to do a series of those types of videos. So if you have things you want us to dive deeper into, leave it in the comments below.
Da-da-da.